Hello, and welcome back to Ragecraft 2 Insomnia, the Fun Path Challenge. So, in the last episode, we went and we got some supplies to prepare ourselves for this next area, and we're basically going to head straight into Brimstone River, the third area of Intersection 1, and we're going to get some slightly more efficient food, 9 baked potatoes. That should be enough, actually, because we are single-mindedly going to head straight for the wool in this area. This area is unexpectedly dangerous, and I'll explain to you why. One of the main custom mobs for this area is called an arsonist, and it's a zombie with some custom armor and a fire aspect sword, and that's not really what makes it dangerous. The special thing about the mob is that when you kill them, they drop a fire resist potion, which is supposed to be a helpful aspect of these mobs. So you can kill them to get fire resist for free in this area, which has filled with lava, of course. But because they're potions riding zombies, as you can see that's one of them right there. That's a spawner, and as you can see, the little creature, rotating in the spawner, is actually a potion. So what you end up getting is there's potion spawners, thrown potion spawners, as opposed to zombies. Potion spawners can't be shut off by light. So we can't shut off these spawners, which means we're going to have to take a sort of non-standard route through this area. As you can see, we just cut across around the mountain and are running down the sort of auxiliary path here. Whoa, creepers! Oh, more of them. Hello. Thankfully, we have decent armor right now, but, still took off half our. Now, we're heading here to this lava flow. And the reason why we're heading to this lava flow is because it's a place on the map which is out of the range of pretty much most spawners. I think we're in the range of a skeleton spawner down in the lava and maybe I don't know what the other zombies, the ones with the, that carry the flaming blaze powder in their hands, like those on the left there. I'll just call them flaming pumpkins. Yeah, there's one. I don't know, those guys are thankfully you can shut their spawners off, but they're also fairly weak. But those arsonist guys that I'm bowing right now, they are normal zombies with extra, with decent armor, and so they take a decent while to kill, and you simply cannot shut off their spawners. Furthermore, their spawners always spawn in sets of 3, so you really, really want to stay out of the range of those as much as you can. So we're going to sort of run from one safe spot to the other. Now, of course, I'm calling this a safe spot, and as you can see, I'm being, run over by mobs, but that's basically all of the zombies now who were in detection range when I got here. And since we're out of the range of pretty much all of the normal spawners, we're going to be okay here in this quote safe spot. Notice also I used ladders to block off the lava so I can get across. Now, we're going to go backwards for a second. This is actually the wrong direction. But going back across the river, and then cut across on this side of basically the back side of the river. The normal path is on the other side. Now, Heliceo clearly did not want you to go this way because he stuck blaze spawners in the walls. But oddly enough, the blaze are actually much easier to defeat than those arsonists. They only take 2 or 3 shots with this sword, and instead of having a flame sword that they can hit 4 or 5 times with in a row, blaze have a fairly slow recharge time on their shots. So we're going to continue making our way along the cliffs here, and this again cuts off a large part of the map. And we're going to make our way back up the little mountain here. Oh, hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll make sure you pick this guy off because he'll be trouble. But we're pretty much out of the range of his spawner now, so we're going to continue making our way up behind this tree. I guess they're trees. They're like red stone trees. Pretty cool. This is safe spot number 2. So we're going to eat up and heal up and make sure that we're all ready for the final run. As you can see, there's a spawner down there to the right, but it's not spinning, so we're out of the range of that spawner. And now what we're going to do is we're going to sort of get into the range of that spawner. See, now it's spinning. There, it spawned its guys, and we're going to back out outside of the range of the spawner and pick them off. Now when we run by, they won't spawn because they'll have plenty of delay. So we're now going to run straight to the wool box. Well, it's not really a box, it's like a wool hole. The wool hole! I'm going to make a new CTM map where instead of boxes, it's all holes. It's just... Anyway, now, there are these blaze towers, and I think I got hit by maybe a flaming pumpkin. The blaze powers are actually fairly innocuous. You can ignore them as long as you don't, as long as you run through them fast enough. Here's the wool hole. Okay, so the wool hole is surrounded by a couple of creeper spawners, and they will fall into the hole with you and mess up your day. So we're actually going to not rush this, and we're going to walk around the hole and light up. Thankfully, there are none of those arsonist spawners around here, so lighting up does work, and it does prevent most spawns. Not everything, but a lot of spawns anyway. Okay, we've lit up pretty good, and I don't see anybody. Ooh, I heard someone. Let's kill these guys. Okay, you did. Skeletons are killing each other. Excellent. Now, this little hole looks pretty dangerous, considering the lava, but Heliceo was nice, and he only put one layer of lava at the bottom, so watch this. Yeah, there we go. No more lava. Yellow wool. And guys will follow me down here in a second. Yeah, hello. So we'll just kill them as they come down. We're actually not in lava. Well, we weren't. Ah! You knocked me into lava. Just a little bit, though. But no problem. There's already a ladder, and I killed all the mobs. So we're on fire, but we're not in any imminent danger of death, because I lit up enough so that the creepers aren't spawning on my head. And we're going to retreat here to the back wall. The back wall is pretty safe right here. I don't think there are any spawners, so let's call this safe spot number 3. Alrighty, look at that. And look at those. Those guys riding bats, I think, are just to scare you. Like, I don't think they're effective as enemies at all, but not at least when your goal is on the ground. You don't have to worry about them. All right, so the couple skeletons, another blazing pumpkin who's finding me here, but nothing too dangerous. Okay, our health is pretty much healed up, and our path back is pretty much set. So we're just gonna run for it. Most of the spawners which we ran by on the way here have already spawned, so they shouldn't spawn again, because as long as we don't stand by them for, 10-15 seconds. There you go. So you're not going to spawn anything. You're one of the arsonists, but we already ran by you once, so... Oh, no, wait, sorry, that was one of the flaming pumpkins. Okay, now, to get back, we could go back the way we came, all the way back through intersection 1, but instead, well, we're going to sort of go backwards along the quote official path, which goes back over the river through that sort of tower, which you just saw briefly. And the only reason we're doing that is because we want to trigger the teleporter room, and also it's a little bit closer than going all the way back along the side. And see, it's over there across the river. You can sort of see the entrance. So we're just going to do it. It's a little dangerous, but since we're going backwards through the map, we're actually sort of going, I guess you could say, downhill most of the way, and that means we can keep up our speed. And as long as we keep up our speed, we shouldn't get swarmed by mobs. There are going to be some blazes here, but we're going to ignore them. Not listening. Okay. Now, up or down? We're going to go up. Down, I think there's a witch spawner down there. I want to avoid that. There's some good chests there with some good books in it, if I recall. But no time for looting now. We're just running. Alright, more arsonists and bad things, and just sort of run by you. The door is right up here to the right, and there's a creeper spawner above the door that will drop a creeper on your head. Just like that. Yep, but we knew that was happening. Thankfully, we were on the right side of the door when that happened. And checkpoint. We're done. That was Brimstone River. Wool from 0 to wool in 8.5 minutes. Well, that was fast, eating up. Now, it made it look easy, I suspect, but this took a lot of planning and a lot of testing on an alternate world to really determine the best route through that area. Those arsonist spawners just are relentless, and they will pump out 3 guys at a time, no matter what. So, and they have a range of 20 blocks, so you're going to be having a real tough time with those guys unless you sort of hide out in safe spots like I did. So I think we have enough time to make our way to the next area in this video, but I'm going to turn it off right here and take a little bit of break, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, and we're back. Well, that went really quick there in Brimstone River, so we're going to go ahead and take a couple more minutes and prepare a bit to go to the next area, the final area of intersection 1, the secondary area of Brimstone River, called Brimstone Labs. Now, to get to that area, we're going to have to go to the right instead of the left in Brimstone River, and that means we're going to have to first sort of clear ourselves a path. There's nothing in that chest I want. I don't know why I double-checked that. So we're well, same equipment as we had from before, our last time venturing in, and there's really nothing. We're not going to do anything different than on the other direction. Oh, I forgot to grab that helmet, so I'm just going to grab that now. Basically, we're going to go to the right, and again, instead of following the path that goes past all the spawners, we're going to hug the wall, where there aren't nearly as many spawners, and sort of go around sort of to the right of the river. Here we go. So we're gonna follow the path a little bit, but now we're not gonna go up on those very dangerous platforms. Rather, we're gonna go over here to the right and light up a little bit. Now there's another arsonist spawner, so we're not gonna be able to stop that from spawning. Run and grab a piece of armor. I happen to know is in that chest. There's another arsonist. Or wait, that's not. That's a flaming pumpkin spawner. And here is where I will call safe spot number, well, 3, I guess, but 1 in this video. It's not really safe, as you can see. It's in the range of that spawner, but that spawner is a flaming pumpkin spawner, and we got some light up around it, so it shouldn't spawn too many. Of course, the zombies have just crazy detection range, so they're all going to come through here behind the tree, but they all have to come through the same narrow passageway, so you can sit here and pick them off their bow all day, and we don't have to worry about it. There's nobody will come to us from the other side, so pretty good. Okay, that's all of them. Excellent. Now, I think if I recall here, I remember I saw a chain helmet in the. Do we want to switch out our armor? Yeah, well, they're both protection too, but those have fire protection. But then again, they're only leather instead of chain, so well, for now we'll use those. We're gonna run back for a bit, and there was that chest up here on the hill, and it had a chain helmet in it, and I was thinking maybe it's a mithril helm. But no, it's just a stupid thornmail helmet, so oh well, we might as well raid this chest though. Whoa, ouch, 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 ouch. See, and that is exactly why you have to be careful. Look at this, we're already down to 2 hearts, and 1 heart, still on fire. And it's sure is a good thing I put on those fire protection armor there before I did that. If I hadn't done that, I might have died from the fire damage. But in any case, yeah, I mean, never mind. We're putting them back because they just don't provide enough raw damage protection. Right about here, we're just barely out of the range of the spawner, so we're actually really safe right here. Now, we're going to go over here to the right, and we want to go there, which is the entrance to Brimstone Labs. So we're just going to go for it. There aren't any, like, spawners on the wall over here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Heliceo didn't really care if you took the shortcut over this direction, because there's nothing really... the wool isn't over here. It's just the entrance to the next area. Okay, now of course there are spawners over here and right up around the bend, so we're going to have to make sure our health is healed up as much as we can, and also to provide some speed. We're going to risk grabbing some treasure on our way. This area is not as heavily defended as the area that goes to the wool. Maybe, well, I don't know. It's hard to judge. There's lots of creeper spawners, and at least those can be shut off. So, okay, here's another, whoop, one of those guys. Yep, and they spawn, of course. And we're on fire, of course, so maybe we'll get some of that fire resist. Yeah, that's good. And a skeleton, just a natural spawn skeleton, it's like. And a chest. Okay, what's the chest? Emerald, cool. And more, whoa, and creeper, hello. Good blocking there. And more creepers. Let's run up. Oh, hey, a path. Okay. We'll go up here, and tree. Trees are good. Let's hide out by the tree. Excellent. Now, I didn't plan this necessarily, but the mobs sort of forced me to go up here, so... but I think it's going to actually be good in the long run. I forgot that this treasure chest here has some good stuff in it, so we're going to stay here, and we're going to pick off all the enemies that are pathfinding themselves up to where I am, and again, using the bow, picking off all the zombies. It's not hard when they come at you from the same direction. What's hard is when they come at you from all the directions. That's the tricky part. But this is fairly safe here. We're out of the range, I think, of all the spawners except for the ones below us. And now look at that, 3 golden apples and some good books. Those golden apples may very well come in very, very handy later on in the map. Let's survey the area. Oh, just a couple of creepers down there. Yeah. Oh, hello. Don't let you explode. There are a couple that have found their way all the way up here. Well, we're just gonna have to go down there. We can't avoid it. So here we go. Thankfully, when you have a ton of creepers all in the same area, that is by far the best strategy. Just blow them up. Like, have them blow each other up. Okay, now we're pretty much where we want to go. The hole is right here. You just drop down it. Boom. It's totally safe. Heliceo's signs never lie. And the checkpoint back to the Nexus. Also, they give you some handy ladders and bricks that we can't use. And also, there's a book that says something about the witches in. Oh yeah, look at that cool sword I got from the chest. I think I'm going to use that. And we got more armor too. And well, we definitely got lots of stuff. So before we head into the Brimstone Labs itself, we're definitely going to want to go back to base and organize a little bit. So, hey, that's it. We got an emerald that we, just on the way, and we've got some good stuff. We're basically all set here for the next area. Brimstone Labs, compared to Brimstone River, I feel it's easier in this challenge because although it still has arsonist spawners and it has witch spawners now too, as well as potion dispensers that dispense potions of harming, it's very narrow and everything is in close confines. So it's easy to essentially make sure that the mobs are only coming at you from one direction, and that's all you really need to be safe in Minecraft in general. I say you're pretty safe as long as you have a weapon and 3 walls. One to your right, one to your left, and one behind you. Now, of course, there's the final area in Brimstone Labs, which is this very interesting sort of glass area. But, of course, because it's made mostly out of glass, in this challenge it will actually be not as bad as it could be. So, well, you'll see how we tackle that in a second. Actually, no, we won't, because this is going to be it for this episode. I'm sorry. It's already been almost 20 minutes, and I'm trying very hard to keep the episodes for this series under around 20 minutes each. My previous series where I did Inferno Mines, they ended up being sort of 30 to 40 minutes long, and even though I did a lot of things with and editing tricks to speed up parts that were boring and things like that, so I wouldn't just be talking and blathering on like I am now. Yeah, well, could be worse. So anyway, we put back our stuff that we wanted to put back, and we're going to head back here to, instead of going through the other teleporter, which of course usually you would build a ladder back up to that drop, but we can't do that, so we're going to have to go back in from the front entrance. But there's one more thing in Brimstone River that we want to make sure we do before we head to Brimstone Labs. And, oops, hello guys, you're suffocating. Oops. Over to the right, basically right where we were just a moment ago, there's a little hut where a villager is hiding out, and that villager, he's a trader actually. So if you hit a button next to him, it transports you and the villager back to the Nexus, and he becomes a vendor where you can trade in stuff like zombie flesh and bones and string for useful items. Also, I think potions of enchanting. I don't know. We'll see in a second what he has. I don't remember off the top of my head. But that could definitely come in handy in the future. And there's also a chest in front of his house with a lot of food. So we might as well go get that. So here, we're just going right back the way we came. And we don't even need to be as cautious anymore because we've got some light around here. Yeah, just get some more light around here. Spider gonna follow me? Yeah. Oh, see, now you can see his name tag already. There we go, Spider. That's his little house down there. I really think he could use a better neighborhood. So, now, fence posts. Remember, we can break fence posts because they're not blocks. Although, I'm going to, oh, there's all that food. Good stuff. Oh, and a creeper. Ah! My chicken! I think it blew up like half my chicken. Oh, well. Yeah, we could get that anvil too, but I think we have an okay anvil right now. There we go. Hey, it's Drake, the something. Drake, what was it? Drake the Pyromancer, that's right. So he's got trades for bottles of enchanting from useless crap, and then backwards you can take those bottles of enchanting, you can make a really good sword, like Magma Blade, which is always very useful. Well, I don't know. Our swords are not so great right now, but we don't desperately need a more powerful sword, so we can wait it out. And another more signs that say dig, so finally we get to mine in Minecraft in this challenge. Although we only have this golden pickaxe, and now that I think about it, this is really not a good idea for a golden pickaxe. And let's just break it. There, I feel better now. You've served your purpose, golden pickaxe.